yesterday. Now we're just reminiscing of yesterday. Keep my head above water, my eyes getting bigger, head getting smaller. I've been getting richer, only made me crazy. Mama said I'm different since I was a baby.
My emotions, give me a sip of that potion. No, my heart is not broken, but I feel like it's open. Please somebody do surgery, tell the doctor come work with me. I keep looking at my soul, praying but only God knows. And I've been working 9 to 9. Yeah, but they talk about it, but you know it's all fine. But who?
And just about to get underway. Advised. Welcome, DA, take it.
Thank you, Kevin.
And those kind of words, DA, right from a guy that leads like he does. Terrific story. Thank you, David. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. And it's Vucevic. Then it's Williams. And it's Stevens in at the 4 slot. And for Indiana, in the post, it's Sabonis and Turner. The guard pair are Brogdon and LeVert. And it's Warren in at the 3, the small forward. Greg, both teams love to push the ball from 4, even off a made shot.
And trying to get those easy ones before the defense can get set is always an advantage, and you're seeing more and more teams trying to speed up their pace of play.
And you see why Levine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
And the Bulls with possession. A drive by Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Boy, his mobility is really surprising for a 7-footer when you look at Vucevic. He really takes it strong to the basket when he gets a lane.
Now, here's Brogdon. Now, here's LeVert. Yes, that goes in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Ball, the pass to Levine. Clock at 6. Fires from deep. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
You know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look. He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Here's Ball after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. Outside Levine. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Chicago now working with the new shot clock. Here's Stevens. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, Vucevic so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy. You know, back in 2012, the Orlando Magic decided to move on from their franchise player Dwight Howard. They traded him in a mega deal involving 4 teams, receiving 6 players and 4 picks.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
And in that Dwight Howard deal, one of the pieces the Magic acquired, a 22-year-old center by the name of Nikola Vucevic.
And Vucevic only averaged 5 points a game as a rookie, Greg, but what a pickup Vucevic would turn out to be. Staying with Orlando for a long time and ultimately becoming an all-star. He's a highly productive player in the center position.
Ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul.
Good utilization of his height and speed to get to the line that time. Ball showing you he's got the savvy to draw contact.
Ball hits them both. Now when Lonzo Ball entered the league in 2017, Greg, there were major questions about his shooting. And he struggled, of course, during his rookie year.
Yeah, and shooting 30% from deep and under 50% at the line. But credit to Lonzo. He's put major work into his stroke, getting that free throw percentage to over 75% during his 4th year in the league. And his three-point numbers, they've also improved greatly.
Ball's such a terrific passer. He seems to have a sixth sense, nice feel, which is hard to teach.
Brogdon against Ball. Brogdon outside. Pass to Warren. From deep three-point range, Ball with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. And it was maybe a step out of his range.
Levine for three. That shot off. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. Here's Warren. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Hey, he's always looking to go downhill, and when he's on the attack, he's going for the dunk.
Pacers trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And LeVert, here we go. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really like going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a personal rivalry brewing here, fellas.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Brissett has checked in for Sabonis. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Karis LeVert. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. Shots good by Turner.
I tell you what, Turner just has a beautiful touch down on the block. I mean, if you get the ball where he wants it, he'll deliver for you.
Levine against Lamb. From the arc. And Zach LaVine hits from deep. Levine's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Back to Turner. Three-pointer. Rebound collected by Levine. Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Drives to the hoop. A shot by McConnell, no good. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 9-point game. And Levine throws it down.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that. You're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
The Pacers making a switch here. Sumner's checked in. Turner passes to Brissett. Lamb with the ball. The pass to Brissett. Back to Lamb. Takes the three. It's good from long range.
Lamb is a capable spot-up shooter. He's comfortable shooting off the catch.
Now White. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside DeRozan. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And DeRozan, a free agent this past offseason, took his time to find the right fit in terms of who he would sign with, ultimately choosing Chicago in a big victory for the Bulls.
Davis is checked in for the Bulls. Now, here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
3rd team foul.
Turner passes to Brissett. McConnell against White. Now, here's McConnell. He's tightly guarded. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Outside DeRozan. Into the lane. It's deflected. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Now, here's McConnell. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Outside DeRozan. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
DeRozan scanning the floor. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, making them count in the early going here.
DeRozan against Lamb. No matter what happens over the course of Jeremy Lamb's pro career, Clark, he'll always be able to look back at his national championship at UConn back in 2011.
Yeah, those banners and trophies are not recallable. You've been part of one as he was with Connecticut. It's part of you for life. And he was a huge part of that team that won it in 2011. They weren't picked by too many people to take the crown, but Lamb hit his stride at the perfect time in that year's tournament. Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
McConnell against White. To the inside, and stolen by McConnell. Fast break, here comes Indiana, and a wide open look for Lamb. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Chicago leading by 7, and DeRozan kicks to White. Here's Caruso. 6 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And Davis can't get it to go.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
A shot by McConnell, no good. Here's Caruso. From outside, off the mark. And so it's the Chicago Bulls heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Leaders and steals and deflections.
It's all about just reading the way.
He does, boy. He is all hustle.
And undrafted back in 2015. But that energy and effort is what's earned McConnell a place in this league.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. We've got DeRozan. Davis is out there with White. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Lamb. Launches it. And they'll get another chance. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. And the layup's good off the glass. Sabonis has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for Indiana. Here's White. From down in the low post, it goes. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
Pass to Brissett. And here's Sabonis. Passes to Sumner. From downtown, it's all in by the Bulls. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Caruso. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Takes it inside, and Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Pacers trail by 7. Here's Sumner. Outside, Sabonis. McConnell against White. White with the defensive effort.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Davis, a good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
Assist from
DeRozan sizing up the situation and making the right read. That's basketball savvy. We call that hoops sense.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, you know, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things. And at the same time, you got to be smart. So we'll go back.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
His second, first team foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. And getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Pass to Brogdon. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They've led by as many as 11 points. And there's the drive. And finished off by DeRozan.
Well, that's a signature move from DeRozan, guys. Gets up ahead of steam, then finishes strong. Boy, I like that aggressiveness.
Here's Sabonis. And Davis sends it back. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And the Pacers with possession here. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Brogdon against White. It's Brogdon on the wing. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. It's DeRozan with the drive. Chalk up 2 there. And now it's an 8-point Chicago lead.
Guys, you remember when DeMar DeRozan first came into the league? He was just really a raw athlete. Now he's a finely tuned offensive juggernaut.
There's Brogdon. Again, Brogdon missing.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. LeVert against DeRozan. Shoots over LeVert. Here's Davis. And he dunks it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down
You know, once DeRozan gets his hands on the ball in the open court, he doesn't need any help. I mean, he can do it himself. He'll always be a one-man fast break.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Edmund Sumner. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. And Kevin, when you look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
Sabonis feeling it out a bit. It's LeVert on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Brogdon. Vucevic with the block.
Denied. Return to sender. That's something you expect from a 7-footer like Vucevic.
Ball no good. Pacers trail by 14. LeVert with it. 9 points in the game so far. Down low. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Levine. 6 points for Lonzo Ball.
You know what? The size Ball possesses, guys, as a point guard is really a nice asset, especially when the defense tries to be physical.
LeVert with a wide open look. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Good evening, Kevin. Malcolm Brogdon has become a Pacers stalwart. He said, I fit the identity of this team as an underdog that overperforms and proves people wrong. I've been asked to be the leader of this team. I lead with my voice and by example. I'll be fearless on the court so that my teammates can follow. Kevin?
I love what he's about, David. Thank you.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. He just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Here's Vucevic. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 16. Here's Warren. LeVert trying to get open. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Boy, Brogdon has such outstanding vision as a playmaker. Easily spots the wide open man there.
And here's Levine. 13 points in the game. Stevens, the pass to Vucevic. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
LeVert the pass to Sabonis. Back to LeVert. Vucevic with the block. Levine with it. Sabonis is there. And Levine with the slam.
Now that was a sweet move. I mean, lightning handles, yet completely under control and within himself.
Ball against Brogdon. Looking to end his cold spell. No good that time. Chicago leading by 18. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Levine can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
The Pacers have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And LeVert, the Ohio native, has a ton of potential, folks. A tall, lanky shooting guard with really good playmaking ability.
Levine against LeVert. Now here's Levine. It'll count. No good on the last second attempt there. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's Chicago leading by 17. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Nick, what got you guys going in the first half?
It was just we played aggressive and try to be present in there. Everybody, not just me, but all the guys. And that's what we need to do, when we start the game up right, then we can build a pretty nice lead like tonight we did.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Zach LaVine led the way in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds. That's all for now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? We've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
The guard pair are Brogdon and LeVert. In at the forward positions, Warren and Sabonis. And it's Turner in its center. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Outside, White. To the middle. Puts it up from 7. And it's Gasol with the bucket inside. Gasol's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Chicago. Pacers trail by 19. And stolen by White. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
And right there, you see the quickness of White. In a blur, he picks the ball up and turns it into points.
Here's Brogdon. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Chicago leading by 21. DeRozan passes to Gasol. Offensive rebound. Shoots over Brogdon. The shot's good from Gasol. Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you can't neglect to box out Gasol. I mean, this guy does a really good job sticking his nose in there and creating extra possessions with his work on the board.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Inside, Turner with the steal. Now, here's Brogdon. Guarded closely. Off target at the rim.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
White finds DeRozan. No good. Good work defensively by Turner.
He's trying to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for the Pacers.
And Kevin, when we talk about new age bigs in the NBA, one of the first I think of is Miles Turner. Here's a guy who has led the league in blocks, but can also stretch the floor.
DeRozan's shot is off. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Pacers. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. And he makes that one.
Hey, the mid-range, Jay, continuing to look better over time for LeVert. Showing real improvement in knocking that shot down.
Gasol looking around. DeRozan against Sabonis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Miles Turner. In 2018-19, not only did Turner lead the NBA in swats, he also shot almost 40%, Greg, on his 3.
And you go back just like 10 years ago, you'd never think we'd see players with the skill set of Turner. But this is how the game has evolved. And guys like Turner are just so valuable for teams to have.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana. And Indiana making a change here.
For the Pacers,
Lamb's checked in.
2 Lamb.
2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Lamb. 2 Puts it up off the inbound, and the layup is good. Land's got 7 points in the game.
Hey, T.J. Warren is definitely a scorer. He's got a shoot-first mentality, but he'll give it up if you're open.
And DeRozan kicks to White. Outside DeRozan. Driving inside. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
That is punched with conviction. DeRozan, after being in the league for 10 years, still big-time bounce.
Sabonis, the pass to Warren. A floater, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
That's his fifth.
Something T.J. Warren has to his credit, Greg, is one of the more storied honors a basketball player can earn. ACC Player of the Year award.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of Hall of Famers who've won that prize. To set yourself apart like Warren did in one of the toughest conferences in college basketball, that just shows the depth of talent this man has always possessed.
That one good for 2. DeRozan's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, sometimes there's just no stopping DeRozan. When he's determined to score, he's going to fight his way through contact.
Marcus Gasol picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Brissett has checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And Chicago also making a switch. Troy Brown's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. With the teardrop, got a piece of it. Brown feeling it out a bit. Rebounded by Lamb. And so here is Indiana. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. So he gets them both. The Bulls leading by 20. Now Ball. He's got 6. Williams dishes to Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
Boy, how about Levine cooking these defenders? He's a lot of fun to watch.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Unloads from 9. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
Levine showing you great speed down the lane. He really accelerates. It's hard to stay in front of him if he's your assignment.
Outside Warren. They double him with Vucevic. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Warren. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Ball finds Levine. Here's Steffens. There's the drive. And Vucevic throws it down.
Vucevic established his position with a strong base. You got to box out Vucevic better than that.
McConnell passes to Warren. McConnell with it. Now guarded by Ball. Warren. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
To the inside, and he slams it one-handed.
You know, Zach LaVine is not just a scorer. He's really good at setting up his teammates, too.
And the Pacers call time here.
And, Kevin, you tend to forget this about LaVine. I mean, he's still so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever.
Goga Bitadze is checked in for Indiana. The Pacers shooting 31% here in the third. Offensively, they are looking bleak. You know, Greg, I was just thinking about Zach LaVine and his age. He's just now in his mid to late 20s.
And he's grown so much since that rookie year. Excited to see what numbers he can put up as he gets ready to enter into his prime.
LaVine up top, 21 points in the game.
Forcing the issue offensively. LaVine has that sudden explosiveness. He gets a step and draws the foul.
The Bulls have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And they've increased their percentage quite a bit since last season, guys.
Remaining in the third, 2 minutes.
McConnell passes to Sumner. Back to McConnell. Here's Bitadze. He dishes it to Lamb. Unloads from 13. It doesn't go for him. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Outside, LaVine. 1:29 left to play here in the third. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Lamb. Here's Sumner. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Bitadze. And another shot. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Bulls. Ball finds LaVine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. LaVine's got 26 points.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
That's tipped, and Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time.
That's his second.
So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Pacers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd see those numbers read pretty well.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Miles Turner comes in for Goga Bitadze, and it's LeVert in for Lamb. Outside, LaVine for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Brissett passes to LeVert. Down low. Sumner. Nice D from LaVine. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Driving the lane, and it's sent back by Turner.
What timing from Turner. I mean, that's a big part of blocking shots. Reading the shooter and then timing it perfectly to send that shot in reverse.
And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He has been a determined scorer today. Rick Carlisle had some. Let's see what he had to say.
Guys, we're going to struggle guard whoops.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for Chicago right now, the wingmen LaVine and Williams. Then there's Lonzo Ball, and it's Vucevic, and it's Stevenson at the 4. From 13, almost, but it rolls out. The Bulls shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. For 3, LaVine cans it from downtown. LaVine's got 17 points here in the second half.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Stolen by Ball. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Ball's running. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Duarte. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Lonzo Ball picks one up.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And here's the break. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who was the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man, you know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
And Levine, here we go. And there it is for him. And that's now 10 points for Vucevic.
Boy, Levine's playmaking understated. He can do it when he wants to, though.
Here's Brogdon, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his fourth.
Lonzo Ball picks one up. Despite being a first-team All-American in college, Malcolm Brogdon, Clark, was a second-round pick in 2016.
Yeah, NBA teams found out quickly that they had slept on this guy. He won Rookie of the Year, the first winner drafted in the second round since 1965, Kevin, and his numbers have only gone up. Malcolm's become one of the game's more reliable guards, and his leadership is platinum level.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
Levine is such a really good shooter from deep. You can't allow him to be alone at the arc.
And Williams with the stuff.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
And there's the pass to Brogdon. Fires the three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Stolen by Jackson. Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. You got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
Sabonis, he's checked in for the Pacers. Warren comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. Holiday against Ball. Jackson trying to break free. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
Here's Levine, and he elevates for the slam. Domantas Sabonis did not like that at all.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Outside Warren. With the floater. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Vucevic. Right side Levine. There's the three. And the Bulls, another three.
3 points.
Well, he's filling it up right now. Getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
Holiday against Ball. Pass to Duarte. Here's Jackson, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The first one falls. The Pacers making a switch here. Bitadze's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying, respect the game, and then respect us as human beings as well.
And, Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated. The right to say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
Indiana's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Holiday, the pass to Jackson. Here's Duarte. Back to Jackson. Passes it Duarte. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis sends it back. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Caruso. Here's Livers. Takes a 3. The Pacers pull it in. Warren on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. And the shot by Warren, no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Livers the pass it to Caruso. Davis looking for an opening. The pass to Livers. Sinks the triple. Livers has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
Even with the offensive explosion we saw last year, Clark, there were some elite defensive teams. Which team do you think has the toughest D in the NBA right now?
Well, I think you could lean towards the Sixers for what I evaluate. I mean, they had 2 Defensive Player of the Year candidates last season in Embiid and Simmons. And Simmons is as versatile and tough a defender as there is in the league. They set the tone for the rest of the team. And you can't discount the Golden State Warriors either. When you've got a guy like Draymond Green and other good defenders with him, that team can be pretty stingy defensively, too.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Sumner passes to Jackson. Lays it up off the glass.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Caruso. That shot off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The feed to Davis. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Caruso, guarded by Holiday. And Davis puts it in.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Tipped away. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Caruso. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Caruso's got his first points in this one.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Moment here now for an injury report. Now an update on Malcolm Brogdon from Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I got some news from the Pacers' head athletic trainer. He's calling it a high ankle sprain, and he told me that he's currently in extreme pain. He's definitely going to be sitting the rest of this one out and potentially a significantly longer time before he'll be back on the court. Kevin, really bad news tonight.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Brown down low, guarded by Holiday. Brown, good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And in this era of great parity, boy, it takes a lot to sweep an opponent in 4 straight games, but that's exactly how they finished off their season series here tonight against the Pacers.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Zach LaVine.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
Brown the pass to Davis. 4 on the clock. Shoots it up. No good off the front iron. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.